Welcome, everyone, to today's program from the Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce on the Carolina Healthworks Blue Cross Blue Shield program. I have Brooks Seaford. Brooks, what is your exact title with Blue Cross Blue Shield?
It's an account executive for the local segment, and we define local segment as companies that have between 1 and 99 employees.
Brooks, you came to us, I think, way back in, September of this past year, talked to our board of directors about this. I shared with you I've been at this Chamber of Commerce. This month marks 30 years with the Lake Norman Chamber, which I never thought I would be at the Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce for 30 years. I've been very blessed. But one of the things that I've often heard, some of these businesses come down from, say, Minnesota or Michigan or Maine, and they're used to having an association plan with their Chamber of Commerce. And they say, hey, I want to join the Chamber and I want to get into the Chamber's insurance plan. And we haven't had that. And we pursued it for a number of years, and we would get very close, but we never could realize it. And then recently, Blue Cross Blue Shield partnered with the North Carolina Chamber of Commerce, and it's not technically a association plan. It's called a
Correct.
MEWA plan, which is multiple employers. Explain the difference really between a multiple insurance plan, the MEWA, and an association plan.
I don't know if I could speak too detailed about the technical differences, but I would say that the advantage of the MIWA is that it allows each group to be individually underwritten for its own particular risk. So the risk isn't shared. So you're not necessarily, if you are a well-performing risk, then you're not going to necessarily be thrown into a bucket with a lot of maybe poor risks. So the advantage is for those that are good risks. And we're seeing about probably that 30% of
Mhm.
those organizations are those better risks. And as a result, they get better pricing. And the arrangement, the MIWA arrangements allows us to do that.
Yeah, so the deal is this. If you are a chamber, if you are a business that is a member of a participating chamber of commerce that is a member of the North Carolina Chamber of Commerce, then you're eligible for this plan. And of course, the Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce is one of those participating chambers, as are most of the chambers of commerce in and around the Lake Norman area. But you to be eligible, you have to have between 2 and 50 employees. Is that correct?
That's correct. And the two, if the two is the minimum, and those two can't be spouses, which we see a lot of, where if there are only two employees for the business, they just can't be married. Now they could be um, father, son, mother, daughter. They just can't be spouses.
And this is available to North Carolina businesses. So I asked the question the other day. Hypothetically, let's just say that you're a business that is operating and was registered with the Secretary of State, North Carolina Secretary of State, in Cornelius, Davidson, Denver, Mooresville, somewhere in North Carolina. But you have 6 employees and one of them's from South Carolina.
Mhm.
Well, you're still covered because it's the business must be located and registered with the North Carolina Secretary of State.
Correct. And because sometimes we know that we have maybe an employee that works remotely, maybe a salesperson that lives maybe in South Carolina. So they would be able to participate in the plan because the group itself is headquartered in North Carolina, and that's the big part.
And one of the things we as a Chamber of Commerce have said is the Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce, we do not want to compete with our members who sell other insurance plans. But the fact of the matter is, if we can offer an affordable plan, great rates, and great benefits, then we have a fiduciary responsibility to do that. So if you're a chamber member or a business that has a relationship with a insurance provider and you're happy with it, continue to maintain that. But maybe this plan is better for you. And one of the things that we're hearing is it's not the best plan for everybody, but
Right.
it's a good plan for a lot of people.
Correct. And it's a great point because it's an option
Mhm.
in a landscape right now, a competitive landscape that's really increasingly challenging because of pricing. There's pricing pressures across the board. The more options, I think, the better. And so this is one option that might, as you mentioned, might be a good fit for the right business. So if your risk profile is good, you're probably going to be able to get some good rates. If it's not, then unfortunately you won't. But again, there's still other options for you that you can get. It just won't be with that particular program.
Right. And Brooks, I'm gonna share my screen and I'm gonna pull up the Chamber's website. And if you look at the top left-hand corner, you'll see Carolina Healthworks. And if you click on that, you'll start seeing information as it regards Carolina Healthworks. Down below, we have three Chamber of Commerce members who are selling this plan: Fogle Group, Policy Line, and Security Plus Insurance. There are probably a dozen different agencies in and around the Lake Norman region that are eligible to sell this plan, but these are Chamber members, and we as a Chamber of Commerce always refer and promote our members. So those are the three that we have. There's email addresses to any of the three. So if you know Fogle Group, Policy Line, or Security Plus Insurance, just click on any one of those three. The website continues to talk about some of the benefits of the program, how it works, the MEWA program, who is eligible. And then down here, we actually have a Blue Cross Carolina Healthworks enrollment, which you can click on and find out more information. Now, Brooks, I would encourage anyone who's really interested, instead of going to this website, to call one of those three participating agents. That would be the way to go versus getting on the Carolina Healthworks website. Would you agree?
I would agree, only because, sure, are you able to purchase one of these programs directly? You can, but one of the things that we really value about our broker partners is they're going to be able to work with you to really find the plan that's right for you based on their knowledge of your business needs, your budget, and that's so important. In addition, it's going to be important at renewal because once it comes renew, you might want to employ a variety of strategies that might keep that renewal pricing down. And there's lots of things throughout the year, even that maybe you're adding employees, deleting employees. There's lots of things that happen in the life cycle of an employee benefit plan that really gets value from having an appointed agent or broker. They know the business, they know the company, they know the plans, and they can really help you, and you can leverage their experience in making sure that you get the best program for your employees at the best price.
And on this website, there are videos and testimonials and things of that nature on this website. The other thing, if you're not a Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce member already, it's going to ask you what chamber you're a part of.
Yep.
And if you are not a member of the Chamber of Commerce, then it may direct you to a local Chamber of Commerce to join. Because that is one of the things. You have to be a member of a participating Chamber of Commerce. That is a participating member of the North Carolina Chamber of Commerce.
Right. Because, the spirit of this program really builds on the Blue Cross Blue Shield legacy of community involvement. We are community partners and we value the community. That's why we are right just in North Carolina. Our customers are the citizens of North Carolina. So our mission is to make sure that they get the best quality health access to healthcare at an affordable rate. And so that's something that we really think is important. And so a chamber partnership is really perfect because the chamber is doing the same thing, really promoting the local businesses to make sure that those members get the most values possible. So really, I saw the synergy of this partnership as a no-brainer. And so I'm really excited about it. And it's really working. There's a lot of the members that are really getting some really reduced pricing employee benefit plans that they're able to deliver that value to their employees, which I think is a win.
Well, we're extremely excited as the Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce. Again, this is something that's been asked for by our members for a long, long time. And the other thing, Brooks, and I've shared this with people, is sometimes I hear that some of our small business and entrepreneurs, small business owners and entrepreneurs, are literally rolling all the money they possibly can into operating their business. And sometimes they're gambling on their health care and they don't have an insurance program because of the premiums.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just putting everything into their business. And that can have catastrophic consequences if something should befall them, if they should get seriously ill or need medical attention and they don't have insurance.
That's right. It also is a tremendous recruiting tool. You're going to get the best workforce by having a quality benefits plan because look at all of us. We work, we love our work, but we are here to provide for ourselves, provide for our families, and a big part of that is the health insurance. So I think that when you offer a competitive benefit plan, I think it helps you attract retain the best talent, which then makes your business perform better.
And the catch-22 though, if you drop your Chamber of Commerce membership, what happens, Brooks?
Yep, you aren't able to participate in this plan. And so, I mean, that's why that partnership is important. You can get a different plan through Blue Cross, but it just won't be this one.
Well, again, we want to thank Blue Cross Blue Shield for putting together a plan that maybe isn't for every business, but it's a good rate, great benefits for a lot of businesses. The Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce is participating in it. And I want to thank you for your time today and for bringing this to the board of directors last fall.
You bet, Bill. It's my pleasure, and I'm excited as well.
Thank you, Brooks. And remember, everyone, if you want information on the Blue Cross Blue Shield plan, the Carolina Healthworks, go to the LakeNormanChamber.org, top left-hand corner. Brooks, have a great day.
You too.